Welcome, Leo. This is your monthly focus for December 2022. Now we'll dive right into the astrology, and then we will, of course, turn to the cards, and then the tarot cards first, and then an oracle card at the end. But let's start at the beginning. We have December 2022, and the sun is in Sagittarius, so it's all about creating the joys, the giggles, the laughter, and don't feel guilty about doing those things, because that is what the sun is telling you right now. To create happiness and joy in your life. Creativity. Take your creativity to a new level. Stand in your independence. Stand in your worth. And it could be a little bit about romance too. I'll throw that in. It could be a little bit about growing the romance within a relationship, starting a romance, feeling that romantic energy around you. Now and don't forget Mars. Mars will be in retrograde the whole month of December for you, and that is how you deal with people. Okay, whether it's day-to-day talking or negotiations and contracts, and it's groups of people for you. It's family, it's community, it's work, it's kind of those kinds of things that you are looking at. Okay. Remember that our life is under construction, and your life is really is a lot of that has to do with your communities, with your clans, with your tribes, how you are communicating, who you are hanging with. Do they lift you up? Do they raise you up? Do you feel good about the experience? What words are you using? What tactics are you using? Do you step up front and center, or do you back and shy away at the back? Look at these things. Now, Mercury goes into Capricorn on December the 7th. So you might find that you are gravitated more towards conversations and talking about and learning about and taking in information about your health and how to improve it, or well-being. You know, maybe you're looking at meditation or yoga, or just getting out there and exercising, being more mindful of the moments of the moment you're in. It could be your day in, day out routine. And you're talking more maybe about habits that you want to change or behaviors that you want to bring in. And it could be conversations within relationships as well, and about relationships as well. December the 8th, we will have a full moon, and that will be in Gemini. You know, it's really about looking at those clans, those groups. It almost plays with the Mars retrograde, because that obviously is in Gemini too. So that energy is working together. So I would have to go back to your groups of people, your tribes, your clans, your family, your community, your work family. Maybe it's different groups of people within the community, within work. Okay, and really look at the emotion there of, do they raise you up? Do they respect you? Do they treat you with worth, value? Do you see the value and worth in them? Are you looking for new experiences? Are you ready to walk away from some of the older experiences? December the 10th, Venus now moves into Capricorn, so let the party begin. And it's our love. It's our love for us, ourselves. It's a beautiful time to turn the light on you and your health, your well-being. Maybe a step up in different behaviors and habits, replacing some of the more negative ones with more positive ones. Growing and deepening relationships would also be a part of this, because it is Venus now, so it is about how we grow and deepen those relationships, and how we are present within those relationships, and how we expect the other person to be present as well. And if something doesn't align, we know we need to talk about this. We need to grow from this experience. On December the 20th, Jupiter will go into Aries, and this is a beautiful time for you, because it'll be the expansion of your horizon, of what you can step into, the different things you can do. Now, it could have a lot to do with the health and the well-being, Absolutely, behaviors and habits and changing those kinds of things. It could have something to do with your relationships of one-on-ones or a collective, okay? Because you're also looking at the groups of people in your life as well as the individual with this aspect. So, and that'll be there until May of 2023. So it's a long energy for you, okay? And it begins towards the end of December, right? So right now, you're really looking for the truths. You're digging deep to find some truths in your life. You're a little bit more of the mystic right now, absolutely. So looking in your crystal ball and seeing what you want to materialize in your life, manifest in your life. On December the 21st, the sun goes into Capricorn. I'm making the snake sound. The sun goes into Capricorn. So this is really shining a light on your health, your well-being. I'm telling you, it has a lot of focus around making you the best version of you can be. Okay, your horizons are definitely expanding. The light is on you. You can feel good about yourself. You can step into feeling good about yourself, believing in yourself, raising your self-confidence, letting that inner expression flow. Absolutely beautiful energy. And that, of course, marks the winter solstice. On December the 21st, we will have the new moon in Capricorn. And yes, you know what I'm going to say. That light is blaring on you. This is the time to invite in those new experiences that you have been thinking about throughout the month when it comes to health and well-being. When it comes to your day in, day out routines, when it comes to your job, when it comes to how you want to grow a relationship, it all comes together. Now, just before we leave for the year, on December the 29th, Mercury will go retrograde, and we're back to that group of friends, okay? So it's really looking at your communication there. The best thing I can tell you about Mercury retrograde, especially if you have contracts or negotiations going on with groups of people, make sure that you get all the paperwork in order prior to December the 29th, okay? Earlier if possible, but if it takes up till then, it takes up till then. You don't want to be having to deal with that in a retrograde if you can easily take care of some of the paperwork and documents now or very soon rather than much later, okay? So we don't want to take those off the back burner, put them in front of you, and get your finances in order, your contracts in order, your negotiations in order, and you'll be off to the races. Okay, anyways, let's go to the cards here. I did clear them quite well before I was starting. Oh my gosh, I've had a heck of a time with getting these readings out to you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so our shadow card. Look at this, Justice. Justice is telling you to make a commitment to yourself, to stand within your integrity, so there's no shortcuts. We have to do it by the book. It's about making a commitment. It's about putting a focus on a goal, a dream, a desire. It's about being willing to cut away the things that are holding you back, holding you down, not allowing you to go forward in the way you want. Now, what card mingled with that? Look at that, the Ten of Cups. 4, your best life ever. That's the best way I can put it. Okay? So these are major goals and dreams and desires and commitments and promises that you are making to yourself. Okay, I'm going to put those 2 cards onto the side. I had the King of Pentacles under there. It just got better and better. Maybe I should deal from that side of the deck. Okay, first card. First card is the Queen of Swords. This is the protection. This is the protection of your goals and dreams and desires. This is you, parenting yourself, to push yourself, to motivate yourself, to take care of that little seed that you are planting, to make it grow as big and beautiful as you possibly can. Okay, you've got that sword. You can cut away what no longer matters. You can cut away what is holding you back, keeping you anchored to a certain place that you don't want to be in. And this is loving yourself and knowing that you are deserving, knowing that you are worthy, knowing that your ideas are great ideas. The Nine of Pentacles appears. The Nine of Pentacles says you're ready for a new beginning. You're ready for a new start, especially when this new moon comes around. When this new moon comes around, it's all about, reinventing you. Okay, feeling good about you and what things will do that for you. Maybe it's that you don't smoke anymore. Maybe it's you get a new haircut. Maybe you get a whole new wardrobe for the winter months, or you're getting prepared for next spring. Or maybe it's losing or shedding a couple of pounds, or whatever it may be. Okay? This is like you're here. You can do this now. You're ready for the new opportunity. Also, with this card, that veil, it's one of the cards that says that the veil is very thin, that talk to God, your angels, your spirit guides, the cosmos, the universe, that divine energy that surrounds us, your higher self, about what you want to bring into your life, about what you want to create, of what you think your next new step will be. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles says the storm is over. Even if you're feeling like the storm is still out there, somehow it's not. Okay, it's past. It's time to get motivated. It's time to get moving on your dreams, your goals, and your desires. The abundance is there. It's yours. It's waiting for you. Okay, for work and career, let's look at that. Look at that. We got the Magician. So when I was talking about, there's going to be changes probably within work and career, right? We're going to want to make changes. We're going to want to alter certain things. We want to move things around. And with the Magician, it says, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? You could do it. Now, will there be risk involved? There probably will be risk involved, and you'll have to weigh that out. Will it be very quick? Well, with the Magician, it could be very quick, but chances are we'll have to work at it. We'll have to roll up our sleeves. We'll have to make that commitment. Remember, we had the Justice card out there saying we need to make a commitment to go forward. Make a commitment to that dream, that wish, that desire, that want. But really, look for things that interest you. If you're in a job that you don't like, or you don't have a job, then look for something that really interests you. Apply to those places only. If you don't get it, well, you're in the same place that you were before, so it doesn't really matter. And you tell yourself that, you have more confidence when you go in, and you're more likely to get hired, by the way. If you are working at a place and you can make it that much better, then make it that much better. Go after it. If there's a promotion hanging on the board, you ask companies if they put out, general laborer wanted, they'll get thousands upon thousands upon thousands of applicants. But if they put out management position, 100, 200, maybe 300. Because we all do not think that we already have the toolkit, okay? There's the University of Life that you have to include in there. And so a lot of things in the world are common sense. When it comes to being a job and leading, common sense, okay? Maybe when you're 15, you don't know about those things, but right now, and I don't care where you are, if you're 20, 30, or 50, okay? Common sense rules for a lot of your decision making, and maybe you'll have to brush up on a few things, but, go after that promotion. Go after what you want. Really, go after what you want. Okay, for love, relationship, let's go to this. The Knight of Cups appears. The Knight of Cups is all about letting down your hair, getting together with the person you love. Now, this could be a spouse, a partner. This could be a best friend. This could be a coworker that you feel very close to, or somebody in the community. Okay, but and we're just out doing this once. We can do it in several areas of our life throughout the entire month, but this is about enjoying each other. This could be true love coming in. This could be somebody just sweeps you right off your feet. Okay, I always call this guy the knight in shining armor. Because he does. He shows up. He's very casual here. He's not, he's obviously dressed for a day of the picnic. He's even got that blanket back there to throw underneath the apple tree. He's got a goblet in his hand. I mean, he's ready to relax and get to know you a little bit better. So it is a beautiful time to invite in romance and quiet settings and candlelit dinners and moonlit walks. sitting by the fireplace, whatever it might be, create that beautiful scenario. Take them to the most beautiful garden that or the ocean, and sit and watch the waves roll in, whatever it may be. But it's about bringing romance alive in your life, and almost demanding it with this card. So if you're looking to meet somebody, yes. If you're trying to infuse life into a relationship, absolutely. This is a beautiful energy for you this month. So now we will look at your spirituality and its judgment. So are you meditating? Are you writing in a gratitude journal? Do you pray? Do you sit and contemplate or talk to your higher self, God, your angels, your spirit guides, the cosmos, that divine energy that surrounds us, the universe? Do you have a special talent when it comes to the spirituality? Can you preach? Can you teach? Can you talk to people who have crossed over? Or can you move things with your mind? Or do you have a very high intuition? Or you always get that gut feeling? Or you wake up and you had a dream, and then you walk into the dream, it seems, the next day. Do you have, because those things, it's about whether or not you are exercising these things, using these things, utilizing these tools that you have to grow your spirituality. Maybe it's just being of service to other people. And I know a lot of people they'll never tell you they're a spiritual person, but you watch them and what they do for the community or the world at large is just phenomenal. Of course they're growing their spirituality without even realizing it, because being of service to others is probably one of the best things you can possibly do in your life. And then we have, look at this, for health and well-being, we have the Fool. So I've been talking about your health and well-being this whole time within the astrology, and it's all about bringing in new experiences. It's all about redefining you. It's all about inventing the new you. Your health, your well-being, what you do day in, day out. Okay, and here we have the Fool card. The Fool card says you don't need any more than you already have to go. Look at that. We have the hobo suitcase laying there, right? The kerchief on the post. Just ready to go. Just ready to go with all of our belongings, all we need to go forward with. Now, you might need things as you go forward. Do not worry about that. It will arrive at the right time. It always does, okay? Divine timing. It's beautiful. But this is about new beginnings and new starts when it comes to your health, when it comes to your well-being. Okay, we'll go to the Rose Oracle deck here. And we have the Rose Thread. Inner call, soul-led, the mystic, living courageously. Okay, let me get it in the book fast, and I'll hold up the card for you. Okay, we are ready. This is the card of the mystic, the one who's in touch with the depths of the inner world and the inner weavings of the world and beyond, way beyond. They're dedicated to listening to the mysterious voice whispering within, to following their intuition and living in accordance with it, to living by being guided by the rose thread. Following the rose thread means being dedicated to walk the way of the rose, to being in service to humanity and dedicated to writing a new story. It requires courage and faith and the willingness to pave a new path. The rose has been a symbol of the mysteries for thousands of years. Am I holding the card anywhere near the camera? I'm like this when I'm driving too. I can't even change the radio station when I'm driving. I tell you, I'm way over right away. I just know this about myself, so I don't try anymore. This is why it requires courage to trust the inner call. And those who do find great reward. The card is a sign that you'll be being called to follow this path. Led by a thread deep within, you may find that you're in the place of great change and being called to have faith and gather up the courage to take the next step. The card is a sign of encouragement to keep taking the next step. It's acknowledging the courage it takes to live a soul-led life and honoring you for always taking the leap. The transmission from the roses, even when things feel unclear, especially when they do. I trust that I'm always led from within. So even when I feel things unclear, especially when they do, I trust that I'm always led from within. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.